to your new moon in Cancer reading. Okay, let's see what's going on. Hope you guys are having a great week so far. This new moon will take place on the 25th, and it opened on the 23rd, and the portal will close on the 27th for those of you who want to manifest or do any new moon rituals. Okay, guys, let's get in here. Looking at the current energies and potentials of what to be aware of, what you're dealing with right now, and getting a clearer view on that. And then I will look at who or what is expected to come from this beautiful new moon. And not only that, this new moon is also the first new moon of the new season in summer. So big cycle change here. Big cycle change. So let's see. Bringing in those new beginnings and new things. Okay, right here it says a time to give rather than take. Do not let people take your energy. Time to give rather than take. And if you feel like you've been taking a lot, it's time to give back. Okay. So that's the new moon in Virgo. Could be a Virgo you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be. Let's see. Look at the bigger picture. It's time to look at everything from a bigger point of view. It does feel like you are getting that clearer view of what's going on. We do have Venus and Taurus right now. Your sister sign straight across from you is Taurus. So, you know, Venus is going to, you know, be kind of captivating you with it being in Taurus. So it's, you know, going to be giving you the clearer picture. It's going to be grounding your energies. It's going to want to be giving you some abundance and prosperities at this time as she's shining her light. Venus is shining her light on you, and new love if you're looking for new love. So let's see what's going on here. We'll also look at your love and your money since we have that Venus and Taurus coming towards you. A fiery climax approaches. Could be dealing with an Aries. You guys know that, what's it? You guys are dealing with a Pisces, Aries, cusp. They have the same card, so could be the same thing. But anyways, it looks like you do have a fiery climax that is approaching. Something is coming to an end. Something is taking off. A personal issue reaches, yep, there it is. You guys do know that you are dealing with a Pisces, Aries cusp. You could watch that video as well. I just did that one, and it was talking about the same thing. It was kind of a drag out situation. Maybe you're the new love that's coming in. Ooh. Or maybe you are having an issue with them. Take it how it resonates. But the personal issue reaches its resolution. So if you are dealing with an Aries, I'm just going to say Aries for now, definitely this is full moon in Cancer. Could be dealing with Cancer, Virgo, Cancer, Sagittarius, and of course Pisces. And now we have Taurus, so maybe you're dealing with a Taurus. We do have your dream needs a practical plan. Ooh, what's going on here? Scorpio, you're mysterious always anyways. Okay, the first thing that's coming into my head here for a lot of you is that you have some kind of practical plan where you're going to leave this relationship or this job. But as you're making your way out of this personal issue, whether it's a personal issue with a boss, whatever it is, or your loved one, doesn't matter. Still personal in the end. You're seeing the bigger picture to the situation. I do feel like you're trying to get to something that's more practical, whether it's coming to the resolution with this person and fixing it, or you're seeing your way out the door because you're giving back to yourself. You're tired of this person taking from you, or this job, or whatever. This, we're going to call it this situation. It's going to be different for everyone. Right now it feels like a person because it's saying personal. So I'm thinking it's more, if you know it's a job, then it's a job. If you know, it still would be, you know, what it is. But it looks like you're looking for the practical way of putting an end to this situation because you're tired of giving all your time and not receiving anything back out of this situation. Plain and simple. There's a tower. Yep, there it is. I'm seeing myself out. Don't let the door slam you where the good luck, it's kind of like don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. I'm out. Yeah, and it's like you have this realization, this sudden awareness, and it comes to this fiery climax where you can't handle it anymore. I'm out. Some kind of sudden awareness hits you, and you're like, I'm freaking out. See you later. It's kind of funny. My son just did that at his job. If you guys are dealing with a job, he was just standing there. It was the funniest thing he told me. He said, Mom, I knew it was a tower moment because he's a Leo. He said the lights flickered when I was at work, and somehow I just got this thought in my head, I got to get the fuck out of here. And he just had that sudden realization and up and just quit his job. They cut his pay, and he was just not happy, and he just had that sudden realization. He said when that light flickered, the universe was like, this is not good for you. You're wasting your time. And he was working, 10 to 12 hours a day, for 4 days and getting paid like $100 a day. You know what I mean? That's terrible. Yeah, it's just the most horrifying thing, but it reminds me of that. It's just that sudden, just all of a sudden, it could just be anything. Watch for the symbols and synchronicities, because that was his sign and synchronicity from the universe to get the hell out of there. He's wasting his time. He's giving everything, and he's getting nothing out of it. Yeah. Feeling cold and bitter about the situation. You might even be dealing with someone who's cold and bitter around you. Taking back yourself. You might even be having cold and bitter feelings about the situation. Just, I can't handle this anymore. Emotional manipulation could be at play. Feeling like you're being used within the situation. Not dealing with it anymore. All up in your emotions. Your emotions hit with this sudden awareness, and just fiery climax comes out, and boom, it's over. But you have to find, your dreams need a practical plan, and it's like maybe you've just been dreaming of this day, but then the universe is just like, there's your sign, and you're just like, shit, I'm out the door, and I told him, it's funny, I told my son 2 weeks before, because he was thinking about quitting, and I told him, well, you don't just up and quit a job though, son, you have to have a practical plan, you have to have another job lined up, but the universe said no. And so he told me exactly how it had. I said, that's sign and symbol. I have nothing to say. Universe told you what to do. It's just, you can listen to what I want to, what I'm going to say, but when the universe steps in, makes the tower moment, everything I say, it's just thought, Whatever. No, you have enough self-love and self-respect to see your way out. You're on your way out. You're on your way out this door. You're saying, no, I got other travel plans. I've got other places to go, other places to be. I might not know exactly where I'm going or what I'm doing, but you know what? I've given too much, received nothing, and I have more self-love than what this is going on. I love myself enough to say no more of this shit. Nope, tower is here. You released the fear. You're walking out the door. Could have been fear that was holding you back. Could have been because I didn't have a practical plan. Because I don't know where I'm going. I wanted a job lined up before this happened, but then something just happened and I got to go. Or I wanted, to have myself in a good place before I left this love situation, but it didn't work like that. No. But it looks like you've been manifesting things anyways, and so it looks like that's your sign that the universe is going to bring something towards you because you've been manifesting anyways. Sometimes we have to let go, or things have to come tumbling down so that you can have your manifestation come in. So whatever is happening, you have something beautiful coming. So let's look in over here, guys, at what's coming in this new moon, because it looks like you have a manifestation that's coming in. It's like you let go, or the good Lord took it from you, and you said, okay, let's do this. Wasn't exactly what I had planned, but, let's do this. Surrender. That's what it is. Surrendering to the divine. Yep. Well, that card might come out. Time for healing. Time for healing. The new moon says, I'm going to bring you that that Cancer energy is going to come through, and it's going to say, it's okay because I'm going to heal you. Beautiful. You know, be bold and make the first move. No, you did that. Your emotions were running high. Absolutely. We see it right here. Your emotions got the best of you. But it's okay because it said it was manifested. It's almost like it was divinely done anyway. You have major arcana, major arcana, major arcana, major arcana. So it was divinely to the major arcana. So it looks like it's divinely done and you're divinely protected on this journey anyways. It was almost like it was meant to be anyways. It was just about you taking the first bold move to do so. Ooh. Getting deep over here within the universe. It was like, I was waiting for you, Scorpio, to make the move. How much shit are you going to take before you slam that door and say, I'm out? Have faith in your dreams and your manifestations. Hold your vision. Here it comes. Having the raven. Be prepared for that change. You're making that change. Yeah, I'm telling you, if you guys are dealing with an Aries, Pisces, a cusp, or whatever, watch that Aries, Pisces, cusp reading because you guys are getting a lot of the same cards. Unconditional love. You guys are almost mirroring each other, but you were mirroring each other in the last reading. I don't know if you're the new love coming in or if you're actually dealing with them and leaving. You'll know. You'll know if you're the new love coming in or if you are the having the fiery climax with them. Okay? But you do have give with unconditional love and grace. I kind of feel like you're... For some of you, I kind of feel like they're the person coming into your life. Because you guys have the cow, give with unconditional love and grace. Could be. Let's see. Having the Empress. They have the Empress too. But it's crazy in that reading, I said they were dealing with a Libra or a Taurus, but I mean, you are the, I bet it could be anybody, right? This is kind of crazy. You guys are getting a lot of the same cards. This is so crazy. Having the courage and confidence to step into your new comfort zone, into your new beginning. But like I said, a lot of this Empress also is not who you're dealing with so much as because of that Venus and Taurus. Venus is saying, hey, I got this new love, this new abundance for you. Stepping into your courage. Coming through. Who's this person coming through? Hold on. Finding your peace. Okay. Clarify on this new person coming through. Whoa. Oh. After the loss, you're going to find the victory within the situation, finding this person out in public, finding this person. Maybe you already know this person. Who knows? Everybody's story is a little different. Maybe you're running to this person. Maybe they were too. I don't know. I didn't see that, but it doesn't matter. Everybody's, it's a general reading. It's not a person reading. But finding that recognition within the situation, you're being recognized by this Empress over here. They're seeing you for this unconditional love after this loss that you're taking. If you know this is a job, then you're going to find this job where you're feeling very recognized. And I do feel like you're being recognized by this Leo over here for this job opportunity. If it's a job, if it's a love, it could definitely be that Aries, Pisces, Libra, Taurus. I got Libra here. Sagittarius, seeing the bigger picture. Ooh. Not getting out of this commitment, having some kind of home conflict. The home conflict is still there. It's almost like they want to keep bringing this up. And you could be dealing with a Sagittarius or that Aries. However, that fire sign is really wanting to bring up this situation. Could also be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But I feel like this is you. And that's definitely you. But this is getting that bigger picture and having the realization this person wants to continue to come through with some kind of communication, wanting to break this down. Why are they here? Why do they want to continue to keep? Are they keeping to argue, or are they coming to argue, or are they coming to win you back? Having self-doubt and they're punishing themselves for the situation, ignoring the call, and self-loathing. They feel like you're punishing them. Now let's look at this new love that's coming in. For a lot of you, have new love coming in. Not all of you, but those of you. This new love feels like they're completing some kind of ordeal over here where they were dealing with the devil. They were dealing with somebody who could have been codependent, somebody who made them feel horrible. But I do like, though, they're coming in a little lustful for you guys, only because they do see the passion that you give them. I do like that, though. Passion, it's a little obsessive. It's, you know, there's they're sexually attracted to you. There's a lot of obsession over here. They do kind of lust you. It doesn't have to be a bad thing, though, if there's love within the situation. Love and lust is a beautiful connection because it balances itself out, keeps the relationship ignited with flames and fun and lusty, you know what I mean? And then, of course, you have the love, right, which keeps and holds that bond together. You know, you can get both. It's beautiful. Fantasizing. They're fantasizing about you. They ran into you. They can't get you off their mind. They're fantasizing about you, keeping themselves a little lonely and a little isolated from the situation. They do feel like they're coming out of a hermit mode, but they do still feel a little isolated, but they do feel a little lonely. Ooh. How are they going to see you? I mean, we already see how they see you. Woohoo! Fantasizing. Hot and lusty and hot and heavy. They're trying to hide their sadness. They feel really down about the situation that they just came out of. I'm telling you guys are marrying each other. They do see you as overly optimistic, though. It's like you're coming in as the sun and they're coming in as the sun in reverse. It's kind of like because they've been hermiting, and so they're a little more pessimistic. You know it's the other way around. That's fine, guys. You guys can turn it around. But they feel like you're overly optimistic where they're kind of pessimistic, and so they kind of distance themselves away from you because they don't want to rub their negativity onto you. So you might feel like they kind of come in hot, but then they kind of pull away a little. But they really do see, you guys could really heal each other. There's a beautiful spirituality here going on with the Star card. It's almost like they feel you could rejuvenate them. And soulmate connections, I mean, that's sometimes what we do. We heal each other. Or one can heal the other. It's the whole reason. Yeah, they're getting out of some kind of divorce or long-term commitment. They haven't seen anyone like you. They love you because you're truthful and you're honest with your feelings and the way that you're acting, and you're very balanced. And they need that balance. They're very restless at this time. They're not sure. They feel like this meeting is very unpredictable, but they're just not sure about it. I do feel like they're going to come in kind of a little hot, but I don't think you're going to really realize how much the hots they have for you, because I feel like they're kind of reserved. They're reserving their energy. But they really do think a lot about you. Yeah, they're keeping it secret. They're keeping this more of a secret. So you could say, I don't know, they're a little withdrawn. Yeah, they're definitely withdrawn. They keep themselves very busy with multiple priorities. They keep their time management. They're very adaptable to certain situations. They definitely could own their own business, be their, a person who has high priorities in life, but they do know how to balance everything out very beautifully. They keep themselves very busy. But they do have a happy surprise, and they're going to come in as your new love. They want to bring in this message of love to you. You guys could be a little bit of an age difference. One could be a little younger than the other. But they definitely want to come in. They're very curious about you. They have this curiosity. You are a little mysterious to them. And so they definitely want to come in with this kind of like opportunity. They want to take you out to have lunch. They might be bringing you flowers, something. They're trying to get your attention absolutely trying to get your attention. And remember, this doesn't mean anything. It just means I'm a messenger and I'm bringing you something. Yeah, see, because it says they're an emperor no matter what. So, you know, I always see that too. Because they're not grown as much as that has nothing to do with that. It means that they're coming in as a page, meaning they're coming in as a messenger. They have a message to give to you, okay? But they're definitely an emperor. They got their shit together. Like I said, they're an authority figure. They're very practical, under control. They have their shit together. Their love life just went to crap. But otherwise, they have great leadership roles. But they definitely have a message for you. They definitely want to take you out to lunch or bring you flowers or something. They might even text message you, do something like that. But they want to get your attention. They see this possibility of what you guys could share together. Yeah. They want to get out of any kind of bad luck and karma. This is a beautiful ending to a beautiful new transformation and change. They feel like they have grown a lot through their last relationship as well. So I like this reading. They see you as grown. They see you as the type of maturity that they want within their life. A person who's on their level. See, that's the thing. Being on each other's level. Detox your friendships. Your abundance flows is being affected by other people with whom you're spending time. There it is. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. That's what they like about you. They feel like you're on the same level. So I like this new person who's coming in, whether this is, it's saying it's new love. Now, you might have a new friend, okay? But it definitely looks like love. What do we have over here? Release resentments about money. Yes, the money system of the world can be seen upsetting, but, right? Instead, see money as a tool so you can better the world, and then the shift will happen to attract, support the golden opportunities. If you think it's the evil of all things, then why would God want to give you something evil? If you see it as a resource and that everybody should have it, then you will have it. Take divinely guided chance. Ooh, I like this because that feels like that's exactly what's going on over here. Divine guidance is taking on new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities, like this emperor who's coming in, this empress, right? Okay, guys. I like that, though. We have the emperor and the empress over here. Great match, guys. Beautiful. But I said they match your energy. It's almost like you've transformed to be with this person and they've transformed to be with you. Sounds very divinely connected in its own ways. Okay, until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.